The attorney is basically saying that General Kenneth P. Polite Jr., he's the main one in the Justice Department Criminal Division, who basically, he said the FBI own mob ties. And I want y'all to really understand what's going on, because everybody know for a fact, and Migo Bands was the main one who's supposed to have been booked for this. Like, at the end of the day, we know that this is senseless. Y'all need to open y'all eyes to the fact that J. Prince Sr., he thought that it was gonna be over with. Do y'all think they gonna basically get away with this? At the end of the day, we know they not. Yeah, and from what they saying, the guilty verdict was announced. Attorney, like, we know for a fact, for the district, they know everybody who played a role in this, and according to the evidence, they basically saying that they presented a 9-day trial, and he basically told on everything that went on. And y'all gotta really look at this, man, because to who had arranged that whole transaction, during the meeting, they said that Buddy was sent up. Like, I want y'all to understand, then they basically stole the victim's car, wallet, and other personal items. Like, I want y'all to really understand what's going on, because if we go back to what's going on, a search for a warrant was executed already.
There was a warrant executed at the residence in Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
Everything was intentionally. They said that Takeoff was the victim, and hours before him even getting sent up, in additional, it was 4 people who was around. Like, y'all gotta understand, they questioned these people earlier today, and the stuff that they found on Buddy, who had the book bag on him, that was the dude with the red hoodie, man. The dude with the dreads, man. Y'all gotta pay attention, because this is the reason that Quavo even came out and said what he said. J. Prince Sr., they know that they messed up, man. Houston is heating up right now, and they won't let nobody come to Houston from Atlanta, because they know it's going down. They know it's gonna be something. And I know for a fact that they said the company reportedly stands for the movement of bosses, like Together in Elevation Structure. Like, I want y'all to understand, man, it's known for providing security for hip-hop nobles. Like, this is something that J. Prince Jr., they vowed to do, man. At the end of the day, we know for a fact that alongside his son, Jazz Prince, he was the one with the blicky on the seat, man. He was the one who told Quavo, you gonna ride with me, let Takeoff ride with them. You already know what's happening. So I want y'all to really pay attention to this, because in all actual reality, we know that it was disputed when they basically mentioned Takeoff's name in the courtroom, and Lil' Kim basically tried to say that he's sorry for being there. But y'all gotta understand what's going on in the court, because from what the court documents is saying, I'm gonna let y'all hear what the DA gotta say.
So according to the court documents, Isaiah was carrying a weapon on the night of the Takeoff's murder. He supposedly had a strong connection to J. Prince Jr., and he was believed to be in association with mob ties as well. The internet is running wild with this speculation right now. And many believe that the man seen on the video standing close to J. Prince at the dice game was the first person to open fire at 810 Billiards in Bowling Alley, where Takeoff was sent up.
And we know for a fact that, furthermore, the internet is running a wild speculation right now. Many believe that he is the main reason why the man saw him on the video standing close to J. Prince at the dice game. Like, y'all gotta understand, J. Prince Jr., he was the one in the dice game standing next to the guy who upped on Takeoff.
However, the charges against the 22-year-old are only related to the weapons. Nothing else.
So this goes to show that you have to be cautious of the people you keep around you, because we know for a fact that J. Prince Jr. remains quiet on this issue. He remains quiet for one reason, nor has he even spoken out about the recent arrest of Cameron or the people from Fifth Ward. I want y'all to really understand and stay tuned, because you have to understand it continues to develop more and more evidence dealing with this case. And we know for a fact that everybody who played a role in this, they are the ones who's to be looked at. And we know for a fact it's RP Takeoff, man. RP Takeoff, because a lot of people, they not looking at the fact of what's really going on, man. That boy got sent up, man, because of the boss movement. Y'all gotta understand, man, because people looking at this like, hold on. we not even going to Houston no more, because everybody know for a fact, if you go to Houston, you're going to have to check in regardless of what happened, regardless of what's going on. And a lot of people, they basically asking, why does the statement say that Jazz Prince Jr. paid everybody who was out there to basically keep their mouth closed? Because it's called seal and confine, man. They do this in the hood all day, man. And we know for a fact that everybody who played a role in this, they were the main ones who's to be looked at.
So Jay Prince actually released a statement in the wake of the tragedy.
We know for a fact that Takeoff was sent up, and a lot of people sit back and look at it like, hold on, what do the judge got to say about it? What do the state's attorney have to present in this? They have a lot to present in this, and I know for a fact the Prince family would like to send their condolences, but at the same time, you can't send your condolences when it was your people who basically initiated everything that went on. This is why everybody sit back and look at it like, okay, this is one reason why we ain't going to Houston, and this is one reason why everybody try to act like checking in is something that they gonna do every time they go out there. No, they only gonna check in if it's real live, they people with them. So I want y'all to really understand, man, because the details is dropping now. They already know everybody who ran out that hallway, and we already could tell everybody who played a role in this, man, because the people who appeared in court, they had to take the stand. Everybody know for a fact that Quavo was
with Takeoff.
Yeah, he was with Takeoff
that evening.
He should have basically helped him and made it to where he couldn't basically get
Quavo
involved.
was there, Jay Prince Jr. and Mike Prince were there.
Yeah, Mike Prince is Jay Prince Sr.'s brother. Like, you feel me? Like, at the end of the day, we know for a fact people got to be cautious of what they do and the people they keep around, man, because he got summed up at his untimely demise. If Jay Prince Sr. go to Atlanta, he gonna hire security packed to the entrance.
And that week that Takeoff was sent up, Jazz was reportedly honored by Houston City with a special day, prompting 2/3 of the Migos to attend from Atlanta, Georgia.
So I want to let y'all know it's getting critical out here, man, and people need to really pay attention to what's going on and open their eyes, because he lost his life at his untimely demise, man. R.I.P. Takeoff, man.
And that's the same amount of time Jay Prince Jr. and his brother Jazz have been living in the suburbs, man. There's nothing wrong with that. But why are you trying to earn street credibility? Especially when it's facts that Jay Prince did not allow Junior or Jazz to even listen to rap until they reach either junior high school or high school, man. Now that should tell y'all something right there. Come on, man. And now look, mostly everybody they hang around is either rappers, gang related, you know what I'm saying, into some type of entertainment, you feel what I'm saying, that love to shoot dice, pop bottles, go to strip clubs, do everything under the sun that rappers do. And also allegedly having jewelers backdoored. Come on, man. And that also shows that the guys around you really don't respect anything that you're doing to the magnitude that your pop's saying y'all do. Why is it so hard for us black men to focus on the benefits of living in certain resourceful environments that was provided instead of ignoring all the pitfalls we know come with certain lifestyles that's attached to certain professions? Understand where I'm coming from? Being a rapper. Now, all rappers don't have the same chase the nightlife mentality. Some are extra laid back and enjoy staying out the way, and they not into being around a bunch of people at the same time. And you have those who crave attention and chase the spotlight. And right there, that will always be an issue, especially if you rapping about upping blickies on dudes, you know what I'm saying? Taking dudes' girls, all that. Come on, man. Doing this, doing that. Somebody gonna test you. And this is what we know for sure. So the Prince brothers are suburban born and raised who's chasing their father's street credibility, man. And this is the same thing that Charleston White was speaking on when he said ain't no mob ties, man. Because we know and we all understand that your boys grew up in the suburbs. So the only thing they should be connected to is some type of politics to push black people into better positions pertaining to office or whatever in life. Yeah, see, especially pertaining to growth and development of the youth in our communities. You feel me? Teach them young the benefits of a trade. Get into STEM programs, you feel me? Scientists, technicians, engineers, mechanics, financials, a better understanding on how to budget your money for necessities over wants. So many other fields we need to improve in that will benefit us from a whole. But we ignore those fields and all dive head first into entertainment, all at the same time. I bet any amount of money there are more rappers than any other entity in the world. We know rap is a short-term goal. Reason we need to make longevity chess moves. And if the people around you not with it, replace your rooks for some knights. You feel me? That's something I don't understand. Why are we so conditioned to go backwards? Now I informed y'all folks all the time why people in the suburbs want to go to the hood, while folks in the hood is trying to find every way to escape the hood. We just living in crazy times where morals seem to be the last on the list. Now you got people plotting on jewelers that was trying to put other people on from his community in Chicago, surrounded by people watching him all during the night in the dice game, and he not even paying attention. He just caught up in a moment that he's out enjoying himself. The same thing went for Takeoff. Again, everybody know Takeoff a laid back dude. So for anybody in that party to up any type of blickies, come on man, what else it was gonna lead to? If my homeboy got blickies and my homeboy see your homeboy up one, then they gonna do the same thing too. That's the reason why I told y'all, man, Takeoff was not the only dude sent up that day. I told y'all, man. All together it was 3 people that got blicky down. One of them made it, the other 2 didn't. I told y'all, man, one of them was Takeoff and the other dude was either from J. Prince Jr. camp or from the Migos camp. I really didn't get the factual information on that. But again, I read the police report that stated 3 people had got blicky down that day. One of them made it, other 2 didn't. You understand? That's the whole reason why right now people is talking about Lil Cam and all this and that he had got sent up that same night. Hey man, I told y'all that, man. And at the same time, that's the whole reason why we have to be aware of who we're around and the environment that we are in. You feel me? Because if not, it can't end up in our untimely demise. And at the same time, dealing with this whole matter, now people is not seeing these situations as isolated events. Now check this out. It's not looking too good for your boy J. Prince Jr. or his brother Jazz. Mostly J. Prince Jr., you understand? Especially now that people are saying that maybe, just maybe, it wasn't Boosie after all, pertaining to what happened to Chicago's own Duke the Jeweler in H-Town at the dice game just 2 months ago. You understand? I had people telling me the driver that was sent to pick up Duke from his hotel in a black SUV was also the same black SUV that picked up Duke from the concert parking garage. Was the same black SUV leaving Jazz Prince private function. Y'all see this? Come on now. It's too many connecting dots that's going on here. Now at the same time, like I stated to you guys before, man, like I told you guys before, man, I never put this on Boosie pertaining to anything that happened to Chicago's own Duke the Jeweler. What I was saying was, maybe he knows somebody that's affiliated to his camp or J. Prince Jr. camp that got something to do with that whole situation, you feel me? But let's get back to the story. I kept saying that I believe Boosie didn't do it. But maybe again, maybe he knows who. That's the whole reason why he went to Vlad. Basically admitting, like, hey man, I had nothing to do with Duke's untimely demise. You feel me? But if y'all look close at the dice game, y'all will see it's somebody else there that maybe got something to do with it. But it definitely wasn't me. And again, that's what Boosie was basically putting out there on Vlad. Because like I stated to you guys before, he was the first one that spoke on it. You understand? Because he was acknowledging the fact that, hey man, some people might try to put me in the middle. So let me go ahead and cover my tracks, you understand, before this really blow up. And I really can't control the whole narrative, you understand? And at the same time, I even stated that, hey, maybe someone is trying to pin this whole situation on Boosie. But no, they say J. Prince Jr. really don't have no hold on the guys surrounding him. That's the whole reason why everything fell off Boosie and went right on to J. Prince Jr. Because it's already notified that, hey man, the guys that's in J. Prince Jr. camp, he can't keep hold of those guys. And at the same time, a lot of their activity be questionable. You know what I'm saying? Even at the same time that J. Prince Jr., he don't even know the activity they're gonna get into. Cause like I stated, man, it's a whole backstory pertaining to J. Prince Jr. and his brother Jazz, man. And that's the whole reason why the dudes that they hang around, they really don't respect them guys like that, man. And it's real. Before we get into it, let's first pay our respects and say rest in peace to Takeoff. Condolences to his family and much love to all my folks in the ATL. Same thing goes for Chicago's own Duke the Jeweler. Condolences to his family and much love to all my folks in Chicago, man. Y'all gotta understand this, right? J. Prince Jr. and Jazz been living in the suburbs their entire life. You understand? Because we all know that J. Prince, he been moving numbers pertaining to Rap-A-Lot Records for years, for over 20 years. You understand?
Sad as it is, Quavo already took sides and he made a statement. The DA is basically saying Quavo's name is cleared through everything that happened. J. Prince, he stated, why is Maya acting like that? Like, she's acting like that for one reason, because she know for a fact of the pressure of the RICO case coming down on this whole family and coming down on the Mobties organization. I want y'all to know one thing that they said about Offset. They said Offset, he fell back. They said Offset, he's not going in on them no more. Wack 100, he stated that everybody tried to defend Cardi B and Offset, but at the end of the day, they went off on them for no reason. At the end of the day, we know for a fact Takeoff was sent up at an untimely and unorderly fashion. Like, I know for a fact that people sitting back looking at this like, man, if it ain't one thing, it's another. You gotta watch the people that you keep around you, because the main ones who are around you be the ones that real life get you taken out the box. And from what they saying, everybody named the suspects who was in this whole ordeal, and the paperwork, it shows people standing around and there was two people arguing. I want y'all to really look at this, because Takeoff father, he's looking at them like, this ain't right. Like, y'all can't keep dragging my son's name through the mud like this. And we know for a fact that it's a lot of people sitting back looking at it like the RICO gonna be coming before they even know it. Like, at the end of the day, we know for a fact that a lot of people was accused in this, and they only got the people who they really wanted. Quavo, he spoke out and said that they grabbed Takeoff and instantly tried to rob Takeoff, man. Like, at the end of the day, we know this, man, and it's sad that he had to go through this. People need to show some type of sympathy or show at least a little bit of respect. J. Prince Jr., he sent back, he gave the utmost disrespect. And however, again, this goes out to J. Prince Jr. because they saying that he realized what's the cause of everything that's going on, and it was all retaliation from what happened of the accused suspects. They tried to accuse Migo Bands, man. And then J. Prince Jr., he looked over there, he said like, Migo Bands, I know you ain't do it, but at the same time, I'm gonna cover my boys before I cover anybody. I want y'all to pay attention to what's going on, because this is a small world, and I know for a fact J. Prince and them not that gangster enough to go outside their city and talk like that, pull those type of stunts. They know how people from Atlanta get out. They already know it's RP Takeoff or nothing. The feds jumped in. The feds picked up the case. Once the feds picked up the case, it was over with for Lil Cam. So I want y'all to really pay attention to it, because it was a state case at first. Next thing you know, they boosted up. They instantly upgraded the charges to a Fed case. He was looking dumb in the courtroom. You see what I'm saying? Like, I want y'all to pay attention to it, because once he went in the 402 conference, they already said like, You cannot cop out for nothing. You was already on house arrest when you weren't supposed to be up there at the bowling alley when Takeoff got sent up. So I want y'all to pay attention to it, because J. Prince Sr.'s son, he already said one thing. He said church. Real live. Like, I want y'all to pay attention to it, man, because respect. Like, I want y'all to look at what's going on, man. People got to be their own self, man. People don't want to do that. People want to, like, forget that they was taught what they was taught. But at the end of the day, once a person taught something, at least give some back to the pot. You can't lowball a pot. Give some back to the pot, but you got to know the policy. Nobody's finna do nothing for free in life. Nothing's for free. People think everything is for free just because a person got a smile on their face. It don't go like that. At the end of the day, we know for a fact you gotta really watch the snakes in the grass, man, because people would be sitting back thinking that you by yourself, like they thought Takeoff was by himself. That's why he ran up and looked through the hall and saw. He lifted his sunglasses up like, hold on, that's Quavo saying that he gonna instantly bust off old dude. Next thing you know, he run through the hallway. J. Prince Jr., you can see it on the camera. He ran around Migo Bands and went behind Takeoff. Like, you gotta really pay attention to that. He did that after he walked over Takeoff. I want y'all to look at this, man, because it's sad, man, because people don't know. Nowadays, people just sit back and just, like, when you come from the hood, you know what's going on. You know how people is. People will act a certain way just to get what they want and still be biting off. Like, they'll wait till you do something and then they'll do it. That's where they get their ideas from. Like, at the end of the day, do your own stuff. Be your own man at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, you gotta know it's a policy to everything, and you have to read the fine print when you doing business with anybody. Just like Mobties said when he instantly came up there. He ain't know nothing about the checking in. Quavo already checked in and tried to tell, like, Takeoff, like, hey man, just go and pay this little bread to them. He looked like, well, I'm gonna pay bread to them, and I'm not signed to them, or dang, I ain't rocking with them like that. I'm just with you with them. Quavo say, man, just go ahead and do it for me, Take. Like, at the end of the day, we know for a fact what's going on. We know J. Prince and them gonna look out for us. Like, I want y'all to really pay attention to that, man, because when a person don't read the fine print, that's when a person think that they run the show, when at the end of the day, man, y'all see what happened when Offset and Cardi B stepped out there, man. Like, at the end of the day, man, like, I want y'all to pay attention to this, man. And yeah, it's like Quavo and Offset, they get into it and everybody know this. Everybody know what went down at the bowling alley. It's like somebody is creating false narratives. But at the end of the day, we already know for a fact who that somebody is. But we not gonna speak on that. I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on. It's a lot of people who envious. I told y'all, a person can't be envious of you unless they're around you. The people that's haters, they far away. Like, I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on, because anytime a person do something 1 hour after you do something, as well as what they did to Takeoff an hour before they even got to the bowling alley, what happened, they recorded him on a video. Next thing you know, they showed the banger. At the end of the day, we know for a fact what really went on that night, and we can all really pay attention and piece the puzzles together of what we really got to do in this situation. Because old girl, she spoke out. She realized was the main witness that everybody been looking for.